When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how we doing? How we doing, everybody? Everybody doing all right? Sometimes this belt don't be straight, y'all. I be looking crooked. Look to the side. I be looking like I be sitting to the side, leaning. A tad askew. Do I look askew to y'all? I kind of look askew a little bit. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Thank you, Heal You. So we got a good one today, y'all. So I need y'all to come on in. I need y'all to get y'all drinks and libations and popcorn and barbecue sauce. Cause this was, of course, inspired by the video that I dropped earlier today about an old girl getting mad about white men wanting white women. But this isn't even, thank you, Chris, this isn't even about white men specifically. This is about men in general. And why black women are not the women that most men look towards or look for or put first when they think about marriage and family and children and settling down and all of these other things. It's the reason why black women are not chosen. And we, they like to hide behind the ones who can't be chosen, the collective of black women. We're not talk about the ones that's already married. We're not talking about them. But we know that black women are not the first on the list when you ask any ethnicity or group of men what woman he want to bring home. What woman reflect well on him? One moment. Thank you. Thank you, Too Tall. So you want your chicken fried hard. See, when men think about the woman that they want to take home, the woman that they want to extend a legacy and things of that nature, they don't think about black women. Black women are not the forefront of that thought. And they would have you believe that it is about beauty standards and it's about colorism, and it's about texturism, the texture of their hair, and it's about all of these external isms that are against Black women, that all of these stereotypes that they gotta fight through that's simply not true. And no, beloved, I'm here to let you know that it's not really any of those things. It's not really any of those things. Because not wanting you doesn't have anything to do with what you look like, in terms of you've got melanin and you've got curly hair or textured hair or nappy hair or whatever. The fact of the matter is that the other men of the world see you, and they've been seeing you for decades now. And what have they seen? What have these men seen that has got them backing up away from you? What are these men seeing that's got them like, they see three things in Black women that are making you completely undesirable. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the three things? The three things that are having you not be checked. They are not checking for you, Black women. Three things. You're disrespectful. That's number one. You're disloyal. That's number two. And you're dishonorable. You're disrespectful. You're disloyal. And you're dishonorable. You don't got a respectful bone in your body. You don't have any loyalty to yourself, to your men, to your family, to your children, to your community. You don't got no loyalty to that. And you are without any honor. You don't honor anything. Everything is a game to you. Everything can be switched around. That's what's wrong with you. But we're going to elaborate on that. We're going to elaborate on the disrespect, the disloyalties, and the dishonor that you have. Because all of that is tied to your collective behavior, your collective attitude, and your collective actions as a group of women. See, the world has been watching you. Black women, I got a news flash for you. You have not been acting out in a vacuum. See, I think Black women love to try to be the new ostrich, where you bury your head in the sand and you are purposely trying to be oblivious as to why you aren't being chosen for marriage, not only from Black men, but any men, white men, Asian men, Mexican men, any kind of man. Because y'all want to talk about we got to expand our options, but the disloyal, the disrespectful, and the dishonorable don't have options. See, when everybody see you disloyal, when everybody see you go when the wind blow, you only out for self, and you will throw anybody under the bus at any time for any reason, you don't got no options, baby. And that's what you've been putting out to the world, isn't it? Thank you, Will. So there's just a matter of time before Chad posts a video letting black women know they really don't want them either. Thank you, Norrin. And this is true. Y'all want to talk about hair and the beauty standard. Okay. That man that chick was upset with, that white man, that woman was upset with going to 50 states and having 50 dates. What was aside from them women being white, what was the other common denominator of them women? Aside from them women pretty much all being white, what was the other common denominator of them women? Somebody put it in the chat for me. What else did those women have in common? What did they have in common? They were in shape. You saw bikinis, you saw little fitted dresses and little bodycon dress and and she had a little house top and the other one had a little swimsuit and the other one had a little skirt. They weren't fat. They weren't fat. See, these are the things that you as black women tried to put value on worthless things. And then you wanted everybody to value you for the disrespect. You want everybody to value you for something that we all know is worthless. You tried to make being fat something that you needed to look forward to or something that was good. That body positivity, body shaming, that was for you. Y'all about the most ignorant group, not ignorant, but ignorant. Y'all ignorant. Y'all study up here trying to prop up Lizzo. Why y'all? Lizzo need to lose weight, and she knows she need to lose weight. She gets on there on Instagram and cry about it every few months. And you sitting in your own house about big as her. Won't do damn push away from the table. And you know you need to get in the gym too. Thank you, Theo. First thing you need to do, cut down all them carbs. That if you cut down on carbs for 30 days, the weight will fall off of you. That initial 30 to 50 pounds will fall off of you. If you are about 250, 300 pounds, all that kind of stuff, and all you eat is carb this, carb that, potatoes, burgers, this, that, all you eat, because that's mostly what all you eat. If you stop eating that and drink you some water, I guarantee you, you will lose in 1 month anywhere from 20 to about 40 pounds. That's without exercise. That's without touching one exercise. But you won't do that. Your clothing, your demeanor. Thank you, Barry. Said, Kendra, be easy on the queen tonight. You could be accused of bashing them. However, the delusional crown needs to be removed promptly. Thank you. And thank you, Chris. Said men are men. Difference is that black men actually want black women, but most aren't worthy. Not all, not all. Your clothing, your demeanor, your speech, your attitude, and your mannerisms all work against you. This has not been happening in a vacuum. What do I mean by that? What do Crimson Cure mean by that? See, there's this little thing that's been out real strong, and it is called the internet. Okay? And black women have availed themselves heavily of the use of the internet. As the capability of the internet has grown over the years, it used to be something that, you know, it wasn't all of this. It wasn't social media and this and that. You know, the bandwidth wasn't there. You know, we couldn't do all of this upload videos and all this kind of stuff on the internet. Listen, you could search you something on a Yahoo search. That's about it. That's about it. Thank you. You can't see me says a military man disrespect, dishonesty, and disloyalty is grounds for discharge. It's grounds for dishonorable discharge. Thank you so much. You can't see me. Thank you. It's grounds. You got to get on up out of here with that. You got to get up out of here. Because see, can't nobody trust you. I can't trust you far as I can throw you. You understand what I'm saying? That's why disloyalty and dishonor and disrespect is not tolerated in any institution where teamwork got to make the dream work. Because I can't trust you. You the weak link in the chain. When things get to getting real, you can't be counted on. This is why that soldier that flipped. If this is why you can't make it through boot camp, if you crying from day one to the last day of boot camp, and you sitting here, you still shaking like a leaf on a willow tree because you traumatized from boot camp, we know we can't trust you in the trenches. We know we can't. Thank you, Dane. Said, good afternoon, Goddess Kendra. Road to 100,000. Thank you. Road to 100K. See, we know we can't trust you in the trenches. Why? Because, see, when you get too scared, you might do anything. You might turn on us. When it's time to fight, you ain't going to fight. You will abandon your post. That's one of the worst things you can do. In a war and abandon your post. You were supposed to be watching the flank. We set you up there in the guard tower to do just that, and you didn't do it. That's why we got outmaneuvered. And 100 of us died because of that. Thank you, Anthony. He said bad conduct and other than honorable discharge. Yeah. See, that don't even work in a game. That don't even work in a multiplayer game. That don't even work in like Call of Duty or nothing. Now, I don't like Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty, but I watched it. And they get to getting in there, you know, and I got my group. You understand? And we fighting, we in a dog fight with another group. You cannot stand behind the little door so you don't get shot. Man, we out here, man. We need you to take out at least 2, 3 so we can move on. You somewhere crouched down behind the tank, ain't shot your gun not one time. I'll turn around and shoot you myself. I'll turn around and shoot you myself. Why? Because you're dishonorable and you're disloyal. Your loyalty's supposed to be to this group right here. You done let somebody come behind me, outflank me, shoot me, right? Just a headshot. Just a whole headshot. I wasn't even looking for that. You were supposed to have my 6 black women. You were supposed to have black men 6. You were supposed to have your community 6, and you don't. See, at one time you did. At one time, our marriage rates was very high. At one time, our family structure was very good. Because black women knew and stayed and was vigilant at their post. They did not show dishonor. They didn't show disloyalty. They didn't disrespect the man in his position, nor her own position, nor her children and the position of the family in the community. See, she didn't disrespect that. But see, now you're all 3. And don't no man out of no culture, nowhere on this earth want a disloyal hoochie behind him, because you might stab him in the back. He got to watch here and watch you too. And I'll be doggone if I watch you too. I'll be doggone if I got to watch everybody, then turn around and got to watch you. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. They know they can't bring you to order. They not even gonna try. Thank you, Lucy. They're not even gonna try to bring you to order. Other men is not gonna have that patience with you. When they understand what their culture is like and what their women is like, they just go get one of them. It's easier. See, you don't think that men will do what's easier for them to do. You think somebody got to deal with you because you here, and you don't. Most of y'all, listen, let me tell you something. Thank you, Wiggy Will. Thank you, dear Philip J. Wiggy says, it's hard to be at 6 when you want to always be 12. Yeah. And thank you, dear Philip J. said, hyenas have no honor. There is no honor among thieves. Exactly. See, no man nowhere won't know. Y'all think, black women think somebody got to deal with them. No, nobody got to deal with you. Just because you standing here. Nobody has to deal with you. I'm going to give you a case in point. Any of these little shows, Kendra G, Kevin Samuels when he was here. Any of these little shows where you call in and stuff like that. Y'all notice how black women will get on there and act crazy with somebody and then still want the call to continue? They'll get on there, show us I'm sitting here, and want the call to continue after they done got smart within the first 90 seconds. The interview ain't even started good, and they already got mouth. They already disrespectful. Thank you, Lucy said, come on, Harriet Tubman, we lionesses will shoot yourselves. Preach. Thank you, L Factors. Other races of women look at our black women and learn what not to do. Exactly. Thank you, Chris said, nope. Want to, and need are two different things. And thank you, Byron said, an investor woman is with her man building a relationship. A tester woman is always testing the market to move up. Tester or investor. Exactly. See, it don't be a good 60 to 90 seconds don't be done past. And I just watched a clip of Kendra G. And she was kind of not getting on, but she was mentioning it. The lady, you got them spiders sitting on her eyes. Just the lashes was all you saw. And so Kendra was kind of laughing at it. And I know that laugh. That's that Chicago laugh. That's that LBVS. I'm trying to soften the blow, but really, I'm pointing out something goofy you doing. And I'm just trying to make it light so we don't argue about it. But I'm saying it to you. See, that's that Chicago stuff. We'll be like, man, what you doing? What you doing? What is that? What you doing? See, that laugh is to try to soften it. You understand? We ain't really laughing at you or with you. We trying to code it for you. And she got mad. But go ahead and just ask your questions, Kendra, because I think you were trying to be funny. And you know what Kendra G did? You know what she did? She cut her off. She just dropped her from the show. Thank you, Pharaoh. Said that thing you saying is true, but this applies to Western black women. African Muslims have a lot of value. I will find the finest, darkest woman over there. She just dropped off the call. Don't nobody got to deal with you. See, y'all done got spoiled by living in the so-called bubble. See, before there was internet and social media and you putting your own dirty laundry out in the world, you could hide it because it was only happening in your house. It was only happening in your community. It was only happening on your block. It was only happening in front of the people in the group that knew you and that had interaction with you personally. So you could go out to the rest of the world and act like it's something else going on. The reason why you are the way you are and you act the way you act and all of this other type of stuff. However, the problem is that you talk too much. You talk too much and you never shut up. I said you talk too much. Homegirl, you never shut You talk too much. And you want a lot of attention and validation. Thank you, Mahir said court martial is the worst. And depending on the type of charge, the penalty can be death by firing squad. If it was treason and it resulted in the endangerment of a fellow soldier, 60 years of treason will be judged. And thank you, Devon, said these dirty backfoot, weave-wearing hyenas with nails long as Wolverine are in their soft girl era. And Miss Lady are disturbing and quiet femininity. You silly. See, you talk too much. You want validation and you want attention. So you get on the internet and you did the same stuff on the internet that you was doing at home, and you thought that the world wasn't supposed to judge that. You thought that the world was supposed to judge you the same way you think black men do. Black men got the same opinion of you as the other men. It's just that they love you and other men don't. You like struggle love. Don't nobody want you as no woman. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody really want you. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings today. But I think you need your feelings hurt today. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all that's running around here talking about you don't like struggle love. Thank you again, Norrin. Talking about you don't like struggle love and you tired of these bums and you tired of taking care of men, because when you take care of these men and stuff like that and help them get up on their feet and all of that type of stuff, you know, they leave and they can't wait to get away from you. You want to know why they can't wait to get away from you? Because they can't stand you. You better be glad you got some Section 8, some EBT, the plug for some weed, and a little old car, and a Nissan Sentra. You better be glad you got the homosexual starter pack. Section 8, EBT, a Nissan Sentra, and the plug on the weed. And you can give him a constant supply of Black and Miles. You better be glad, because if he didn't need you for that ride that he be getting in your Nissan, them Cocoa Puffs he be eating, them Lucky Charms he be eating in the morning from your EBT, the fact that you got Section 8 so you ain't looking to him to put on no rent, the fact that you can go down there to Cedar and have them to pay on your light and gas, okay? And you got the plug on the weed so he ain't even got to find who the plug is. You got the plug and then you be buying the weed for him to smoke. You better be glad he need that from you. Because if he didn't need that from you, as he tried to come up, he would be gone, not because of no other reason other than the fact that you are a crap piece of person. You are a crap person. You a POS. That's who you are. That's what's going on with you. He don't like you because you're not likable. You're not even likable. You're not even likable. See, a man could stay with you after he kind of get up on his feet if you were likable and feminine during that phase. But you not. But you not. You're not likable. That's the other thing that other men don't like about you. Thank you, Bureau. So most BWs made the unilateral decision not to marry. The truth is they're totally unfit to be wives with baggage. Non-BWs understand that a black man have options. No, they don't like you because you're not a good person. You don't even portray yourself as a good person. But before I continue to cook, because there's so much more, after these messages, we'll be right back.
See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see you. There's a seat right here. I can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She be killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk.
How many of y'all gonna stop and get some milk after my show? See, before we cook, we gotta get to this A game. Cause I gotta get on my A game. Black women, you need to get on your A game. But we also need to get our men on their A game. This is how we show our honor, our loyalty, and our respect to the men in our lives, because we have to look out for their overall health. We have to help them look out for their health, right? Because men will just put their head down and keep going, and he'll have aches and pains and headaches and this and that going on with him. He won't hardly say what's going on with him and things of that nature. He be tired all the time. You know, he don't really have a lot of energy to do nothing else after work. He be just drained. So what we have to do, ladies, is we have to help our men. We have to assist him in every way that we can. And one of the main ways that we can help our men is to help him to look after his overall health. And there is no better place to start than A game, because it's all natural, because it doesn't have any artificial or inactive ingredients or anything like that, or even animal byproducts. This is a perfect place to start, because it's going to address his blood flow in his body, which in turn addresses and improves his vitality, his energy, his strength, and his libido. So if you want your man on your A game, or fellas, if you want to be on your A game, all you got to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com. And please don't forget your 10% discount using the code Kendra10. For those of you who have never used A game and you're wondering, all you have to do is ask the brothers in the chat that have taken their A game, and they'll let you know exactly what's going on with this wonderful product, okay? All right. Thank you, Pharaoh Ismail, again. Said, I'm getting A game to look like Shaka Zulu. Okay, thank you, Prada. Said, black men are looking for a soft landing session, a soft spot to rest after a long day. Exactly. And thank you. I can't see your name. I don't know those characters, but thank you for the $10 and wa alaikum assalam. Okay, I think I've caught up with the super chats. So other groups of men understand that as a whole, black women are disrespectful, they are dishonorable, and they are disloyal. And what other men know, and black men know it too, Black men know this too, that when these three things are not intact, when a woman or a group of women have no respect, they have no honor, and they have no loyalties, then they know that there isn't any amount of system, order, and structure. There's no amount of giving her the 4 P's that's going to get her to be what she needs to be. This is why we see men who, consistently are on the internet and things of that nature are in this space saying, man, I gave my wife everything. I gave her provision. I problem solved for her. I protected her. I gave her procreation, and she still did me dirty. She still cheated, or she wouldn't be a wife to me, or any of those things. Even though I gave her everything that I have, why didn't that put her in check? That's because she was disrespectful, dishonorable, and disloyal. Those 3 things were present inside of her, the disloyalty, the dishonor, and the disrespect. So because she had those traits, there wasn't anything that a man was going to be able to do, because it's not an external issue, it's an internal issue for her. Right? It's an internal issue for her to deal with. I'm gonna bring out something else too, because this is where all that back talk and I ain't gotta do this, I ain't gotta do that, and blah 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 come from. But I'm gonna drop something else on you. For the collective of Black women over the past 6 decades, where has her loyalty been? Where has her loyalty been? Somebody put it in the chat for me. I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds, see if somebody come up with it. Where her loyalty been? To Zaddy. To Zaddy. Right. Right. Her loyalty is to Zaddy. Most other races and cultures in this world have been colonized by who? Zaddy. So a lot of other cultures don't look upon Zaddy favorably. They don't look upon him favorably. They actually see that he's been problematic to them, especially other races and cultures that are melanated. So when they see Black women be disloyal to their men and be loyal to that group of men, that is the reddest flag in the history of red flags. Oh, you big disloyal. You disloyal. Oh, okay, and you got Stockholm syndrome. And you bought hook, line, and sinker into the lost cause. Oh, yeah, we don't deal with y'all. We don't deal with y'all. See, that's another point that nobody like to bring up. Everybody don't look on him favorably. And they trying to figure out why you like him so much. You gets on him, you be pathetic. You grovel and you throw yourself at white men that don't want you. You just disloyal. You disloyal all the way around. I'm going to show you where the disloyalty come in at. See, we gonna break the language barrier today, y'all. Feminism, wanting to be partners, wanting to get your house, your job, and your car so you don't have to depend on a Black man or have to depend on a man. The reality of Black women getting a safety net and getting her house and her job and her car and having that bank account on the side that her man don't know nothing about and all of this other type of stuff, she's putting those things in place so that she doesn't have to be loyal to you. That's why she got that stuff in place. It don't have nothing to do. See, the lie is that they're afraid that Black men are these abusive monsters that's gonna put them through all kind of stuff and they not gonna be able to make it and they gonna be just on the street and all of this type of stuff. You can read it in any comment section. You can even read it in some of my comment sections. These chicks will get on here every time we get to talking about a healthy relationship, a marriage, what women are supposed to be doing in relationships and things like that. It don't never fail. These backwards, negative, disloyal hoochies will get into a comment section and get to talking about, well, what if they be abusive? You know, I don't want to just be married just to be married. What if the marriage ain't good? You know, kick rocks. Knock it off. Knock that off. Because if you were stupid enough to get into and stay in an abusive, toxic relationship, number one, you was probably abusive and toxic right along with him. So I don't want to hit a victimhood card. And then you stupid. You stupid. You stupid. I don't be having a whole lot of sympathy with that. This is not 1876 where a woman just, you know, she got to stay with her husband no matter what's going on, because if she leave him, she ain't going to be able to eat. Y'all, what is we going to do? See, y'all ain't like that because this is why you got your little job on the side. This is why you got your little money to the side. So don't tell me that you scared to leave a relationship that's actually bad because you think you're going to be on the street, because ain't nobody going to let no woman be on the street in the 21st century in first world America. So you can kill that noise. Kill that noise. Ice it. Thank you so much, dear Phillips. I haven't dropped the scene on you in a while. You haven't even hit your peak yet. The Manosphere has accepted you big time. And thank you so much. I really appreciate that, dear Phillip. Everybody give dear Philip a hand. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Everybody give him some props. Don't nobody want to hear all that foolishness. Well, what if, you know, the relationship bad? If them all the relationships you ever had, sis, just say that. You like them little toxic relationships, because them the only ones you can get into, because that's the same dude that's got the layup on you for the Section 8. That's the same guy. Try to act like that's a different man. That is that same man. Okay? Y'all be trying to act like somebody stupid. Men have decided to deal with you little disloyal, disrespectful, little dishonorable 304s in 4 different ways. 4 different ways. The first way, and this is really to Black men, because other men don't have time for you. And they don't want to have time. And they're not going to make time. Okay? Just understand that. The first of the 4 ways in which Black men have decided to handle you, since you claim you need to be handled, is to check your behavior softly. This is usually when they in a relationship with you and they love you and they trying to give you a chance. They trying to give your back feet a chance. They want you to quietly just pick your back feet up softly and just going on somewhere. They trying to be nice to you. You're not really letting them, but they trying to be nice to you. Just, they trying. You make it a hard deal, but they tries to be nice to you. They say stuff like, what's going on with you? Why you doing that? Why you talking to me like that? Why you talking to me like that? What's going on with you? What are you doing? What's happening with you? He's checking it softly. He checking it softly. He want to try to give you some kind of chance, but you hard-headed, aren't you? Because you disrespectful. You talk to him any old kind of way. You say anything to him. You say anything about him. You tell your family and your friends and anybody that'll listen how bad he is and what he doing to you and what he ain't doing for you and all of this other kind of stuff. You dishonor him in front of everybody. You dishonor him in front of everybody. You're disloyal to him. You don't honor the sanctity of the marriage and the relationship. You don't honor the privacy of nothing. The whole world know your business, and they know he is too. And it ain't nothing good in it. It's all self-serving and destructive. But he trying to talk to you. The second way that men have tried to correct you and check you is harshly. B, if you don't get up out my face, get out. No, I don't want to talk to you no more. Don't lose my number. Bye. No. Girl, out. Don't call me no more. Don't call me no more. I'm out of here. Just dismiss you. The perfect example for that was Kevin Samuels. He gave a mixture of the soft and the hard. Because when they would get on, he would be respectful. Hey, how you doing? And if they gave him lip and got disrespectful, he would read them real quick. And sometimes they could stay, but sometimes you off the line. Bye. Because I don't have to talk to you. I'm not going to sit here and be disrespected by you. Who are you? Who do you actually think you are? Ain't nobody got to deal with that. See, there are men that be like, no. And see, the men that check softly aren't even soft men. They just trying to give you an opportunity to self-correct, but you don't like to do that because you're disrespectful. And you think that because he's here right now, that he got to be here in the future with you, and he don't. And he don't. That's the part you miss. Just because he here now don't mean he got to be here tomorrow. Because he can at any time decide, I'm done playing these games with you. You are not going to test me every other day. You are not going to act crazy with me every other day. You are not going to have a flip mouth with me. 1 minute you're talking, the next minute you flip, the next minute you're silent, the next minute you got the cold shoulder. I'm not dealing with that. Our life is too short and I'm not dealing with it. You either going to straighten up and fly right or you going to get out of here. You going to shape up or ship out. Thank you again, Bureau said modern BW is dismissed for gross misconduct. Exactly. And thank you, Nuruddin said, fellas, get on those planes and fly away. So the dudes that check you softly, I'm not even saying that the dudes are soft. I done seen hardcore masculine dudes do both. Try the soft way. I'll put the iron fist in the velvet glove for you. Oh, you don't like velvet gloves. We can just take this off then. I can just pop you across the face with an iron fist, can't I? You be worse than old boy in Enter the Dragon with all them hands. Everybody thought it was a regular hand. He had an iron hand in there. I come up with a claw hand. You know who you talking to. Thank you again, Nerdine. Said Kendra, the best way for these fellas and how to deal with the disrespect is simply get on those trains to those planes and fly away. Thank you so much. The third way, and this one is actually the worst. This one is the worst. Because we got them men that not only put up with black women's BS, put up with that disloyalty, put up with that disrespect, put up with that dishonor. They will make excuses for her and they will deflect for her. These are actually the ones that I can't stand the most. And then not only will they deflect and make excuses for a hyena, they'll turn it around and say all black men. The reason why these sisters are like this, man, is because these brothers ain't got it together. And these sisters wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for these brothers out here acting crazy. Are there men out here that is lost in the lost value system and they act crazy? Yep. I know wonderful men, but I also know a few that is not worth the time of day. Okay? I'll just look at them, po thing. I hope don't no woman get caught up with him. Because he gon' show enough lead her astray. He gonna lead her astray. Kube, you have led us astray. Wonder if y'all know what movie that come from. But I know some dudes that it's like, oh, man, I'm looking for a good woman. I don't know why. But that ain't even the point. The point is, why are you deflecting away from what these women are doing? Because regardless of what a man is or is not doing, what the collective of black men are or are not doing, capable of, what value system he in, you're supposed to be a woman. And you're supposed to be a good person. And a lot of times, it be these little friends, these little orbiters make a lot of excuses. Sometimes her daddy made a lot of excuses and her brothers. And you know why they do it? You know why they do it? Especially the brothers and the uncles and the fathers and stuff like that. They do it because they don't know the other side of her. See, she get in front of her brothers and uncle and daddy and play innocent. Daddy, I wasn't even doing nothing. I wasn't even doing nothing, daddy. And he just did me like this, blah, 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 blah. And then here her daddy come, man, what y'all doing to my baby girl? Yo, baby girl was just over here last week with a train. With like, they was going in every hole she got was occupied, sir. So I don't know nothing about who your baby girl is, but if you talking about this 304 right here, this your baby girl? Oh, okay, fam. See, her daddy don't know she got an OnlyFans. You see what I'm saying? Her daddy don't know what kind of TikTok she puts up and what kind of Instagram. See, she got 2 Instagrams. She got the private Instagram that's linked to the OnlyFans, and then she got the public Instagram that her daddy see. You don't think these chicks try to be slick out here? And the fourth and final way that men have chosen to deal with the disloyalty, the dishonor, and the disrespect is to see and note the behavior and the attitude and the actions and completely avoid that woman or those women. And that is what other men have done. They've seen it. They don't have to experience it. They don't want to experience it. This is, looking at it was enough. And they said, you know what? Ain't no reason for me to even go over there. Why I'm going over there for the headache? I don't want the headache. Let black men deal with the headache. And there are black men that say, I'm not even going to deal with the headache. Okay? They'd be in Passport Bros and MGTOW and SYSBM. They got a whole bunch of little movements. See, and this is why soft girl era, that's dead on arrival, baby. That's DOA. You got to get that CPR as soon as it show up. You got to get that CPR as soon as it show up, baby. Because the issue with soft girl era is that you're not going to tell me after 6 or 7 decades of blatant disloyalty, blatant dishonor, and blatant disrespect that all of a sudden you loyal, honorable, and respectful. Chris Brown told you these 304s ain't loyal. He told you that. He danced and told you that they wasn't loyal. That's why soft girl era don't work. Because you're not going to tell me that suddenly you know how to be loyal to black men. All of a sudden you understand how to respect black men. All of a sudden you understand honor and how to be honorable and all of this type of stuff. This is why you can't turn a 304 into a housewife, because she's accustomed to dealing in the transaction. Dealing in the transaction requires a level of disrespect, a level of dishonor, and a level of disloyalty in order to consistently do it. Do we get it now? This is why it's not the body count for the sake of the bodies. I want people to understand that, and I want women to understand that, and I want the guys to understand it too. It's not the bodies for the sake of the bodies, it's what the bodies represent. Now, when it get too ridiculous, it is the bodies for the sake of the bodies. But I'm just saying, like, it's other stuff attached to that concept too. The other stuff attached to the concept that you have too many bodies is because these things don't mean nothing to you. You can dishonor the connection at any time. It don't mean nothing. So you will dishonor it. So many men, you haven't been loyal to none of them men. There's no relationship being built or nothing. So you disloyal, you're dishonorable, and I know you got some disrespect in there, because ain't no way you done let these men, X amount of men, deal with you sexually, and you had this utmost respect for all of them. And the reason why I know you didn't have no respect for them is because you don't got none for yourself. That's what it say. Y'all went out here and thought it was cute. It's not. It never was. Thank you, Mahir. It said, I am an IT analyst for 6 medical facilities, and the BWs have major behavioral issues against their African and Filipino supervisors and are leading the pack in the deliberate damage of computers. Wow. Wow. See, y'all spiteful. Here's the solution. We're going to go through what you need to do. Don't ever let it be said that Crimson Cure don't give you something to take home with you. We're going to give you something to take home with you tonight. Thank you, Your Excellence, sir. This came at the right time. Just stumbled upon my niece's very provocative photos. Yeah. The first thing black women are going to have to do is stop being thirsty and stop being angry. Stop being angry and thirsty. Because it equals out anger plus thirst equal pathetic. Stop. Knock it off. You mad at the world because don't nobody like you, but you put yourself out there like that. Stop being thirsty and throwing yourself at all of these men because it don't look good. None of that stuff you thought looked good, look good. All them weaves don't look good to nobody. All them lashes don't look good to nobody. All them 6-inch nails don't look good to nobody. All of that overweightness don't look good to nobody. All of that attitude don't look good to nobody. All of that masculinity don't look good to nobody. Cussing like a sailor don't look good to nobody. Twerking on tables don't look good to nobody. None of this stuff look good. Your appearance value is shot. And you consistently want to present yourself to the world one way, and you want the world to perceive you as something opposite. You want to present yourself to the world as worthless and without value, and you in turn want the world to perceive you as valuable and priceless. No. You think talking about how you finesse men out of money and get flued out, and you robbed this one, and you stole that from this one, and blah, 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 and you get online and you talk that talk, and you think it make you look cute. And the men are all snarling their nose up like, ugh, black men, them your women? That's you, bruh. And black men like, you make it hard to defend it. It's impossible. It's impossible to defend your behavior. It really is. No other race or culture of man is going to, the other thing you got to think about, no other race or culture of man is going to en masse abandon or divest away from his woman. He's not gonna do it. White men aren't going to do it. Asian men aren't going to do it. Mexican men aren't going to do it. Brazilian men aren't going to do it. African men aren't going to do it. Chinese men aren't going to do it. Indian men aren't going to do it. Guatemalan men ain't going to do it. Polynesian men ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it. He is not going to wholesale turn his back on his woman because he don't have no reason to do that. To come to you to do what with you? Nothing. He does not. He don't not getting nothing out of. He's not getting no more value out of you than he get out of his own woman. In fact, he gets quite a bit less out of you than he get with his own woman. And you don't reflect well on his arm nowhere he go because of the appearance value collectively of black women is bad. Everybody see you as promiscuous, whorish, and masculine. And who put that image out? You did. You want to blame way back in 80s and 90s rap. Girl, we so far removed from that. City girls make her own music. Cardi B make her own music. Meg Thee Stallion making her own music. Ain't nobody got no gun to these chicks' heads talking about talk like they talking. Okay? So we not going to go all the way back to something Tupac said. We ain't going to go all the way back over there. We are not going all the way back over there with y'all. A lot of y'all wasn't even alive when 90s music was kicking, so you don't know what you're talking about. The next thing that you're supposed to do, black women, is stop hiding behind all of the different isms, because it's not those things. The value that you need to seek and portray was internal, not external. Standards of beauty don't have anything to do with you being worthless in the eyes of the world. Nothing. Maybe twerking on the table, fighting in the street, trying to run your baby daddies over because child support checks got a little something to do with how men perceive you. Often your kids, because the father won the custody case, might tell other men that you don't care nothing about family. You didn't think about that, did you? Because you so busy playing keep away with black men, or I ain't gonna be feminine because you wanted. What you forgot was that black men are men. Just because you don't see black men as men and you see them as animals, the rest of the world see them as men. Black men see themselves as men. Everybody else see them as men. Everybody else know that they're men, and they see how you treat men. So you don't have any internal value. Don't no man want no woman that don't have no value, even in herself. No man What do you want with you and you don't value yourself? What do you want with you? What you gonna do? But ruin his life. He ain't no man trying to sign up knowingly. And right now, black women are some of the biggest threats in any first world Western country. You the biggest one. Just because you want to be a victim and cry and po mouth sometime, that don't mean that's not stopping nobody. You know, I've seen gorgeous snakes. Haven't you all seen gorgeous snakes? I've seen gorgeous vipers. Beautiful coloring. Look like gemstones. They so beautiful. Rainbow colored and gemstone colored, and they iridescent and all that. Beautiful. I would not get within 10 yards. Because at the end of the day, it's a snake. And if I get too close, he gonna bite. Because that's what snakes do. Some of the most beautifully colored and plumaged animals in the world are also some of the most deadly animals in the world. Told y'all about all them unicorn colors and all them rainbow colors. In the natural world, beautiful colors on an animal means they're poisonous and deadly and should not be touched. Thank you, C. Harrelson. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful to someone. Okay. Give you something to take away from, some things to think about. What else we need to think about is this petition. This is very vitally important. This petition is more important now than I think ever, just because of what's going on with the lawsuit between Black Lives Matter, the grassroots, and Black Lives Matter, the global foundation. Another $10 million has been siphoned away from the Black community. And now they all pointing fingers at each other, no one wanting to be held accountable. So since they're unable and unwilling to hold themselves accountable to all of the theft that they have going on, it is up to us as the Black community, because we were affected by them. The rest of the world thinks that they represent Black people and the Black community in America. And we have to actually make an example of them. And the first and most important way for us to start holding them accountable is this petition. Let's get it to 7,500 signatures, okay? Please click the link. It should be, if my mods will put it in the chat for me, thank you. And it is also in the description box as well. Please hit the link for the petition, sign it, share it everywhere, and contribute to it as well. This is of the utmost importance because we're actually going to keep going with this. We're not going to allow it to just fizzle out. Have no plans of this fizzling out at all. Thank you, Dee Dee. Says succubus, a female demon believed to have sexual intercourse with sleeping men. She depletes his energy, never replenishes. Healthy women replenish a man's energy. Exactly. And I want to thank everyone for their very, very generous contributions today, through Super Chat, through Cash App, and through PayPal as well. I really appreciate everyone's contribution. I know that I don't get Cash App notifications, but I still want to shout out those who did. HL gave a contribution today, so thank you. And JB, I don't want to say anybody's real names, gave a contribution today, so thank you so very much. And last but not least, I want to thank my support team, without which this original awesome content can't be given to you. So if you liked what you heard, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. We are on a road to 100K. All right. So thank everyone. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this up and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.